fire.
Oh no! We suck again!
Anybody that has known me any length of time knows that maybe about every year and a half, 2 years, I go on a tirade about EA. Primarily because they ignore two of my favorite game franchises from the past 10 years. And that's Dead Space and Titanfall. And I remember when the original Dead Space came out, they had comic book tie-ins, animated movie. They were doing all kinds of making of trailers for this thing. It was just going to be big, dude. You just had this feeling like it was going to be something. I still remember when they dropped that trailer that was more or less like the opening to the game, how awesome it was. Dead Space came along at a time when people like me were getting sick of Resident Evil, and Silent Hill wasn't really getting it anymore. I mean, the last real Resident Evil was Code Veronica, and you could quote me on that. Resident Evil 4 ain't Resident Evil. If you ain't playing with tank controls and hoarding ammunition, you are not playing Resident Evil. Like I said, quote me on that. Then, in July 2021, during an EA play, EA made a move out of nowhere that did not anger or upset me. They announced Dead Space Remake. Now, I have been going off for years about how we needed Dead Space 4. And I'll be real with you, this made me happy, but at the same time, it irritated me a little bit because I wanted Dead Space 4. Dead Space 1 is functionally perfect. It didn't need a remake. Now, was the remake good? Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I played it. Played the hell out of it. But we didn't need a remake. And 2 damn sure doesn't need a remake. But that's what most people are going to ask for. We need Dead Space 2 remake. We need Dead Space 2 remake. Poor Ellie, I don't even want to imagine what she would look like in a Dead Space 2. It's terrible. I mean, they put some age on Nicole, which I excuse that a little bit. She'd been going through hell for about 2 days, and she looked pretty rough. But EA and Ubisoft don't have the best track record these days with their female character models. Dead Space Remake released in January of 2023 to generally favorable reviews. Everybody seemed to enjoy it. I think the overall tally on the sales was like 2 million. It was a big deal last year when it came out. I hate to admit to this, but I welled out on this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I got the deluxe collector's edition from Limited Run with the big helmet, the steelbook case, the whole nine. I think I spent, maybe upwards of $1,200 on this. Not something I'm particularly proud of, but I got 2 of them, one for me, one for my son. Dead Space is one of these things that we have together. We got Mortal Kombat, we got this, we beat 3 together. It's a father-son thing. I spent way too damn much money. After Dead Space 2 rumors started to fly around, EA came down from on high and said that they weren't even considering it. And then a little while later, Jason Schreier came down to let everybody know they were telling the truth and that it wasn't even considered. They were kicking around Dead Space 4 ideas before they just completely scrapped everything and moved Motive over to Battlefield and all this other garbage. You know, live service games. That's what they moved them over to. Something that some jackass in a suit thought they could make a penny on. So what does this mean if you were an old Dead Space fan, or somebody that the Dead Space remake helped get you into Dead Space? What does this mean for you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are now playing the exact same game that I've been playing since Dead Space 3. It's the wait and see game, yell into the void, curse your fate, and in general be ill at EA damn near every announcement they make. Man, I'm done with this shit. I swear, man, everything that's wrong with everything right now is people in boardrooms and business suits. I swear to God.